Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Happy April Fools, I guess. This is not an April Fool's video. This is a real video. I just wanted to spend a few minutes talking about my plans for the Zizaran Shopify Rebellion Gauntlet, hosted by Red Bull and whatever. I am legitimately very excited for this event. In contrast to previous gauntlets, this is coming off of me kind of taking a little bit of a break from like grinding PoE really, really hard. Like really mentally, I've kind of taken the past month off of the game, despite making videos and doing fun things. You know, I beat the game in my head, basically 40 out of 40 challenges, just playing the game, you know, casually for work on stream and making videos, but really haven't been grinding it or had any personal goals. And now that I'm rested, I am really, really excited for the Gauntlet, actually. I don't know how it's going to go. I am not aiming to do anything like Lighty or Jungron or anything like that. Those guys are not going to sleep this weekend. They're going to grind their asses off and go absolutely crazy, which will be fun. It's always really exciting to see those guys like kill it. I'm actually going to try to perform this time and see how I can do. Last league, it was just in the middle of 5 other race events. We had the Atlas Invasion, the Endless Delirium, Endless Heist, Endless Delve, all of that stuff. And it was just, I was burnt out. I was super, super burnt out by the time the Gauntlet came around. And also the previous Gauntlets I was grinding the game really, really hard still, playing a ton, always working on new builds and all that. And by taking the previous month off, you know, from like mentally grinding the game, I'm just really excited about it. So I just wanted to share with you what my plans were today and for this upcoming event and what I'm going to be doing. And you can see what's on the screen right now. Very, very simple. Usually I don't really even write anything down. I kind of just wing it off the top of my head. Now, I don't even have a POB. I don't find that that's particularly necessary for how I like to play the game. POB for me is really just spot checking things or sharing a build with people. But generally, I just kind of build things in the game intuitively. I use a lot of regret orbs as I move them around, but I just like to feel it out as I play the game. My plan is to play a Special Helix Raider. You know, I'll link the video above from last league when I was talking about Special Helix on a Raider. You know, Special Helix, Trinity, Nightblade, that combo. I actually played that a little bit in the races last league. It is very, very strong. And I'm going to be playing it on a Raider. You know, people were asking me, as I was doing some trial runs earlier this week, people were asking me, like, why not Deadeye? And I'm a Raider player. That's the reason. Also, the way that races work traditionally, I'm actually not 100% sure about the Gauntlet here, but usually how races work is it's per ascendancy, right? So each ascendancy is its own category. So like, you know, Deadeye or Raider are just different races, right? So it really has nothing to do with like, this is the strongest build. Now, if you're going for those big bounties, obviously you're just going to play like the best stuff. But if you want to just like race within the single category of that ascendancy, then it just doesn't matter, right? Oh, you're running a marathon. Why aren't you skydiving, right? Like it's just a different race, right? So I am competing in the Raider race. So the other races are not considerations even, right? Did a couple trial runs earlier this week, and you can see above what my general plan is right now. Usually on a Ranger, I like to do Caustic Arrow into Toxic Rain Ballista, and I just take that as far as I have to, and then I'll usually do something funky like Rain of Arrows. Cold Conversion Rain of Arrows is actually really, really strong for leveling, even in solo self-found. However, I did some testing just this morning. I was really curious about it, and Splitting Steel, just because it directly translates, you know, you're going to be using the exact same gear, one-handed weapon with a shield, because I'm in hardcore solo self-found here. In the Gauntlet, we're going to be using a shield. I can directly translate that into switching immediately over to Special Helix. Whereas if I was doing Caustic Arrow, I'd be like holding the weapons on the side, and there wouldn't be a very good overlap, and it would just be kind of annoying. And Splitting Steel is actually really, really, really strong. The big thing about it is you're going to mini stun the enemies when you hit them, and it actually makes the Roas in the mudflats significantly easier, which is, as we all know, like the like the second wave of death that a lot of people will have in the Gauntlet. The first wave of death is everyone dying to Hillock or just dying on the beach. And then the second one is on the mudflats when all of the Roas charge people and they don't go slowly enough. So Splitting Steel is just really, really good there. The weapons and the gear will directly translate into switching over to Special Helix, and it just feels really, really good. The steel skills do have a little bit of, you know, that awkward feeling of having to do Call of Steel to, you know, basically reload your weapon. Yeah, it's really strong, and it actually felt really, really good. So this is my general plan right now. Start with Splitting Steel. As soon as I kill Hillock, grab Chance to Bleed and Chance to Poison for stacking that flat damage as much as possible. Vitality, Clarity, and Precision when they become available, as well as Steel Skin and Decoy Totem. Decoy Totem, I think, is something that a lot of people sleep on, and it's just really, really comfortable for taunting the enemies, getting the aggro off you, and you can just go into full DPS mode. When I hit level 12, right before Merveil, I will switch to Spectral Helix, and I will grab added cold and added fire damage, and then I'll just have as much added flat damage possible added to the skill. Merveil should hopefully be pretty easy. Act 2 should be pretty easy. Spectral Helix is really, really good for the Weaver specifically. The Helix will bounce off the walls, and you can basically kind of semi-shotgun. You don't have to worry about crowd control too much, so not too concerned about the Weaver. And then Act 3, we switch from added fire into Trinity support. We add in Grace, Purity of Elements, and Poacher's Mark. After that, we run the library to get Flame Dash and Determination and start going for Evasion and Armor hybrid gear. So yeah, that's my general plan as I have it outlined. You know, I'm not going to be going super, super hard in this event. I do try to live by the let's just play for fun type of thing. Yeah, fun-petitive. I don't know what to call it, but basically, if you're not having fun, I actually find it harder to compete as well, right? So just focus on like, is this fun? Am I enjoying myself? The really, really cool thing about an event like the Gauntlet, anything in hardcore solo self-found, is you actually are incentivized to take your time, rethink your gear, and really analyze everything that's going on. I am super, super excited for this. I think it's going to be an absolute blast. Fingers crossed that I can at least kill Kitava. My goal is level 50 / killing Kitava, which probably going to be like level 75 to like overgrind and be very tanky for it. But it's going to be an absolute blast. We're going to see a lot of people dying, really fun rip clips. And I hope you join me on twitch.tv/subtractum every day for the next 10 days as we try to push through this and see how we do. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.